Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you now. I hope you're enjoying the event, the much anticipated fitness event that's upon us here today. It started in the morning, but it will take on for 4 days. So we're really excited to be part of this amazing fitness event with 20 different speakers in 20 different branches of the fitness and health and wellness industry, which is quite big, you know. So I will talk to you a little bit about the branch that you want to squeeze yourself in on, or something that you want to make part of your fitness journey, and you can bring this into your business and make a business out of it. Some of you are here just for the curiosity of it, but I suppose most of you would be here because you have an interest in the sport. You are passionate about fitness and healthy living, and I'm excited to share with you, at least from my perspective, you know, but I'm pretty sure most of the teachers here today, tomorrow, Sunday and Monday are excited to be here, sharing their journey with you and giving you the best insights and the best knowledge about how they came along themselves, and the trial and tribulations, because we have this as well. It's not a smooth journey, it's not a straightforward journey unless we have clarity, you know. So we're going to discuss a little bit. I have an hour and a half. Normally when I do talks, there is anywhere between 3 hours to 6 hours. So I try to squeeze in as much as I can all this information that I have to share with you. I'm going to squeeze it in an hour and a half. And if you're interested to take part and ask me a few questions, you are very welcome to do so. I just got a message that I'm getting an hour and 10 minutes, so that's even shorter again. Regardless of that, you know, we have to be as open-minded as we could be, because there's going to be lots of information. So I hope you're taking notes, because the notes are important, that you're going to review these notes later yourself to bring you even more clarity about what it is that you want about this fitness journey. And maybe you want to make a big business out of it. Maybe you want to open a gym. Maybe you want to do something online. You become an influencer or a motivator or a fitness coach, or any kind of coach, you know. It's got to do with TRX, with kettlebells, with Zumba classes. The fitness industry, like I said, is very wide and very available for all of us to take part in it and make a good business and good income out of it. I've been a personal trainer myself for over 15 years now. I'm a gym owner. I'm an ex-gym owner, but I'm still doing personal training. I'm doing nutritional consultations right now. And since 2 years ago, I got involved into life coaching. So I got my diploma for life coaching, and I also passed a course online for life coaching. So I have 2 certificates, a certificate and a diploma, which brings me a little bit more knowledge on how to tackle different subjects and how to bring the message across to you in a more mannerly structure, if you know what I mean. So if you're feeling confused right now, worried, distracted, or uncertain, I'm here to bring you the good news and help you clarify your intention, plus helping you formulate a plan that would definitely work, as long as you stay focused and work the plan yourself. So when you create images in your mind or a vision board, this would be like a daily reminder that have potential to bring you your dreams and wishes into life. Put it in a place where you can see it often. It will help you stay focused and activate your subconscious mind to assist you with the goal. Everything you put on it must give you good vibes or excite you, and you will feel an elevated energy out of it. Because most people would not have a structure. I could help you implement a structure in your business, create a plan, but first you need to have clarity, you know. So I'm not here just to motivate you, because I could do that. If I had a bit more time, I would talk about motivation and other aspects of it. And I will give you more insights about my journey into fitness and bodybuilding. I'm doing this for over 26 years. I've been passionately in love with bodybuilding and fitness. And ever since 2015 as well, I got involved more into the medical aspect of it and more into the what makes the body sick and disease, because my father died of cancer in 2015, and I had to look into studying a little bit about health and about more about nutrition. I studied nutrition along the way for my bodybuilding journey. I've been competing for over 23 years now, but I wasn't really aware of the medical part of it, you know, so I had to educate myself a little bit in the part that got to do with mainstream health. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about, I just give you a few insights about what I've been through myself. I came from Romania in Ireland in 2000, and by 2006, I opened my own gym. But I had to put this idea and plant this seed into my mind way before that. By the age of 15, I set myself a list of goals that I created myself for over a long period of time. So these goals were not just the short-term goals, but they were long-term goals. So when you're creating a list of goals, you can create something on a short term, which could be anywhere between 30 days to 90 days. So this would be a short list of goals for those people who want to, for example, lose a bit of weight, or people who want to gain a bit of muscle, or people who want to get more used to being live on Facebook, and for those people who have an intention to do their own podcasts and to do their own live stream social media, either Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, got to do with anything that you can relate to more. So you can make a business out of your anxiety. You can make a business out of your, if you've been depressed, thanks God, myself personally, I never been depressed. And that's got to do with me being involved in the fitness industry for so long. And exercise, you know yourself, releases a lot of endorphins, releases serotonin, releases dopamine. So it makes you feel vibrant, it makes you feel alive. And because you're living this amazing lifestyle, fitness lifestyle and healthy lifestyle, you are more prone to eat more healthy. So even if you're not 100% healthy, you're practicing probably the Pareto rule, which is 80% good and 20% bad. So you might have 5-6 days a week when you're eating really clean on a diet and really healthy, and 20% of the time you can add a bit of stuff that everybody would enjoy, you know, maybe some burgers, maybe some chips, ice cream, cakes, whatever. But that should not be the main aspect of it. It should only be the limited part of it, you know. So we're talking about clarity first. Yeah, what is your intention? You need to decide now, and don't let me impose this onto you, but just take the notes. You're here to learn stuff about the fitness and health industry, and about nutrition, and about stretching and kettlebells and Zumba and all the other topics that are on the list about preventing injury, managing stress, and natural remedies and all that stuff. Thank you to all the other panelists. Thank you to my colleagues. Thank you for those who made this event happen, because without them, we wouldn't have been able to be here today. And thank you so much to all of you who are here taking part into this. and I really wish you the best. And you are the future generation that's gonna bring health and fitness into Ireland. I am from Ireland myself. I suppose there are people from all over the world here, bringing health, fitness and healthy lifestyle into the whole world, wherever you guys from. Thank you all so much for being here and being part of this. So we're going to the first topic. It is, what is your intention? You have to have an intention. The fact that you're here taking part into this, that shows me that you had already an intention, and the intention is to learn something new about the industry, to get some tips and idea from the professionals and the experts that have been there, done that. And most of these people who are here, the panelists, my colleagues, the ones who are teaching you the classes today, tomorrow, and next days, they have plenty of experience. They've been trainers, they've been nutritionists, they've been people working in the health and wellness industry for long enough to know what they're talking about. So I'm happy to be part of them as well. The first one is intention. You need to decide first what it is that you want to create. You need to make as much clarity into your mind and put that down on the paper as well. What is it that you want to get out of this? Because the fitness and bodybuilding industry and the health and wellness industry is big enough. So myself personally, I'm doing strength and conditioning. I'm a coach for transformation programs for people who want to build their body, get more muscular, get more lean, get more fit, implement better habits and strategies into their daily routines to eat better, sustain their energy levels for longer periods of time better, and to think better as well. So the first one is the intention. What are you here for, and what is your plan for the future? You know, decide what it is that you really want, what's your desire for the future, and it doesn't have to be the close future. It could be in 5 years, 10 years, and 15 years time. And a lot of people, when I was doing life coaching, you know, we were 20 people in my group, in my class, and most people from that class were creating goals for themselves, but they were only short-term goals, 1 year, 2 years, maximum 3 years. Myself personally, I'm kind of accustomed and used to make really long-term goals. And if you happen to be like me, you can create some goals for the next 20 years, 30 years, or possibly until the end of your days. When I started my bodybuilding journey at the age of 15, I said, I will do this until the day I die. And that's the commitment I made to myself, that I will keep doing and doing and doing, training, being part of it, training other people, bringing the awareness to the people, helping other people build this amazing industry. Because to be honest, it's something good, and you will be aligned with people who are thinking the same like you know, and you will drag alongside with you those people who are not really aware of the health and the fitness, and they could be even member from your own family. Because to be honest, no one in my family has done sports. Like some of them, you know, they did very, very little sport in the clubs, maybe for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and they gave up. But the majority of them did not do any sports and haven't been accustomed to fitness and health and lifestyle like this, you know. So even now with this pandemic, I'm actually boggled, you know, the way people are talking about the health and the fitness and everything. Like a lot of people have no idea what does health mean. And if you go onto the website of World Health Organization, they say that health is not merely the absence of disease. So health is not merely the absence of disease, which means just because you don't have any symptoms right now of being ill or sick or not feeling well, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be in the future. But that should not really worry you, because I'm not here to spread fear mongering. I'm just here to educate you a little bit more into it and to make you aware that you will become what you think about the most, and you will become what you eat about the most. So we need to really change our mindset, because all of the distorted imagination and bad thinking and bad actions and habits that we have and make every single day of our lives come to our mind. And we really need to change our focus, and we shift the paradigms we have in our mind, stuff that we put into our mind ever since we were little children, the society enforced upon ourselves and stuff like that. But if you're staying alongside with educated people, people who are into the fitness and health and wellness industry, these people are always bringing some more and new information out there that would keep you reinforce this beautiful, amazing habits about health and fitness and wellness and well-being and mental health and all that. You know, if you're sticking to a group of people that are always drinking, that are always going out to do takeaways, they are always taking drugs and God knows what, you will become who you surround yourself with, okay? So it's really, really important to find a circle of friends that is called the circle of influence. You know, you're influencing yourself with the people that you really align yourself on a daily basis with. And the circle of concern is the people outside of the circle of influence. These people are there trying to grab your attention, grab your energy, distract you from what you're doing, tempt you to do stuff that are not on your list. That's why I said you need to really be aware and focused to have this clarity of mind about what you want to do, about your goals and dreams and your desires, because this will help you manifest your dreams into reality. And you need to be specific about that. So write down, my intention is to change culture in Ireland or wherever you're from. My intention is to bring awareness to the world about health and about fitness. And I'm not here just to preach about it. I'm here to take part into it. And I'm here to be an example and a role model myself first. So when you put yourself first, you will start to become an authority figure into this amazing journey that you're undertaking right now. Some of you are here for a little bit longer. Maybe they've been involved in the fitness industry 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, you know, but never had the courage to start something amazing that will impact and empower other people, and that could create a business out of it for you to benefit and to make money out of it, and to have the satisfaction and make meaning and have a purpose that will continue to feed you with the right source of energy and the right mindset. So you write your intention. So the second one, you need to create the vision. So what is your vision? You need to create. So first, you're stretching out your imagination far into the future. And who do you want to be? You want to be a businessman. You want to be an influencer. You want to be one of the fittest people around. You want to run a marathon or a triathlon, or you want to become the best sports person in your country or even in the world. in a certain area or in a certain sport that you're doing. And being an example there first yourself, you will be able to influence others to do the same as well. So you create your vision board. So stretch it further into the future, maybe 20 years from now. Yeah. And then have some medium-term goals, which are 1 or 2 or 3 years. So say you're not fully ready. You want to prepare yourself a little bit more. You want to save the money. Maybe you want to open up your own business. You want to look into it to see if the area that you're in has the opportunity for you to build this business. Maybe you want to build a boot camp, or maybe you want to start doing classes online, but you're not fully there. You may not have the certificate, you may not have the knowledge, you may not have the experience and the expertise to do that yet. But I'm telling you, if there is a chance for you. And for those who are not aware, we have amazing teachers on the course here, and you can take the course. So for those of you who haven't done the course before, we have an amazing course with ProFi Fitness, and there is a chance for you to get your diploma, your certificate, and become the person you want to be. But you really need to know what you want to be and what you want to do for the next 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 years, 10 years, you know. So myself personally, when I was 15, I had this list of goals that I want to become the best bodybuilder in Ireland, which I did. And then I also went to Northern Ireland and I won the Northern Ireland, Mr. Northern Ireland Championship there. And I was in the first team of people to represent Ireland international at Mr. Universe. And I went to the World Championship where I came 7th. And then I went to the European Championship where I came 5th. And that was my best international result. So I still want to be part of this, and I still live in the lifestyle, and I'm still training, even though there is this pandemic, whatever you want to call it. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not worried of it. Why? Because I live in a different reality. I do not expose myself to all the bullshit and all the drama that's happening around me. I'm exposing myself to my vision, to the goals that I have for my future. And I'm creating my own future, and I hope you will get to create it as well too. And for those of you who would like to do some mentoring and coaching with me after that, you can reach me out on social media, and we can sign up on a program, or you can do a session or 2 or 3 or 5, or you can work for a whole year. Thank you so much, Margozada. You be the creator of your future. Yes, that's what we are doing. But there is so much distraction and temptation right now in the world, and that is not really helping us to fulfill our purpose in this world, because we pay more attention to the drama, to the conflicts, to the torment that is in our mind and in our external environment, you know. So I want you to create your own vision board, yeah, and start projecting yourself in the future, and get to meet actually your future self in your imagination. Your imagination is real. You know, the neuroscientists discovered now that you can actually, whatever you create in your mind through your imagination triggers the same parts of your brain that are actually happening when in reality these things are happening. So it's not any more nonsense now. There is something real and something based on science. You create your own future by making a plan, by getting clarity, by setting up goals. And I'm going to teach you a little bit about how you're going to do that, you know. So first, you want to create your vision board. You want to have the clarity about what you really want to do for the next 12 months. For those who are not really used to getting goals. And the way you click and tick the goals is you need to start doing something. Don't stretch yourself thin, as they say, you know. Accomplish a small little goal. So say you wake up in the morning and you make your bed and you feel wow, I done something that I wasn't really used to doing before, because I was just jumping out of bed and I was running straight to work, or I was going downstairs to eat or get my coffee or get my breakfast or do whatever, you know? So now this is how we are enforcing the good habits. You're making a good habit. You go for a walk for 30 days in a row. So that should be one of your goals, because you are fitness people and you should lead by example, which I am doing the same myself. You know, a while ago, last year, I set myself to do 5K walk 100 days in a row. And even though it's not something incredible or something crazy, it is difficult enough, because there would be times during the day when you'll be a little bit busy. Like, I'm a busy person myself. I have 4 kids. I have a relationship. I'm working on a few courses. I'm writing my own bestseller book. So plus I'm doing courses online, and I'm still doing my own training and looking after the family as well. So, you know, you can do the 5-kilometer walk 100 days in a row. And when you achieve that, you can set yourself higher goals. And you can make these goals also in business. Whatever you want to do, you want to start making your own business. You want to make people aware about your goals and dreams. But stick around to those people who are very supportive of your goals and dreams. An accountability partner, a person really close to you who shares the same vision. You know, one of the members of your family that really supports what you're doing, maybe your best friend, you know. But sometimes keep it to a small circle, because if you're telling too many people about it, some people are going to try to break your spirit. A lot of people will try to crush your goals and dreams, you know, and it is not for everyone, because we have certain beliefs and certain mindset that we may think something would not be possible for us. But those people who have this goal and this desire in the first place, they are a little bit more attuned, and they are a little bit closer to achieving what they really want to achieve, even if it seems to be so far out of reach for most of us. So the second one, so the first one was the intention, yeah? What is your intention? Clarify that, get clarity about your intention and your goals and your desires. The second one, you need to create a vision board, yeah? So you need to put on that vision board, I want to have my own business. I want to run this studio. I want to open up my own gym, or I want to run this business online where I'm going to have 50, 70, 100 clients or 1,000 clients. You know, don't let me either put any limits on you and about your goals and vision and your perspective, you know, because you know yourself better what you really want for yourself. So the third one is to use affirmations, because normally we get so caught up in negativity. We are just we are creatures of habit, and a lot of our habits are really anchored in negativity. And all this, they keep resurfacing every single day into our minds. And we beat ourselves down when we crush our own spirit, and we talk ourselves bad and negative, and we talking ourselves out of doing the things that we really want to do. So that's not something really empowering, and that's not something very positive, and that's not something that you should be hanging on tightly to. You need to let go of those bad habits, negative thoughts, and you need to reinforce more positive habits, and you need to start doing that through auto-suggestion and affirmations. So my homework for you is to figure out 5 affirmations that's got to do with your future, with your business, with yourself, accomplishing the goals and the desire that you really want to accomplish. Write them down every single day and read them. Read them once, twice, or 3 times a day. And when are the best times to do that? Before you go to bed, because you're really allowing your subconscious mind to take over these ideas, and will help you to manifest these ideas into reality by giving you the insight, giving you the intuition of how you have to tackle the problem, how you have to go about it to really make it happen and change yourself from a more negative person into a more positive person. And even though I was a very positive person throughout my whole life, there were times when I thought I was positive, but I was talking in a negative way. So those things, they were kind of in my sight. I could see the vision I had. I could see the goals and the dreams that I wanted to achieve, but they were still out of reach because I was talking myself negatively about it. Yeah. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me, guys? Yeah.
Yeah, your sound's working fine there, Gianni. Yeah.
Okay, because something came up on my laptop, so I hope everything will be well. You know. So yeah. So another important point is, so my homework for you is to write down 5 affirmations, yeah, and to play around with this affirmation, repeat them every single day, and enforce yourself and encourage yourself to take action on the basis of those affirmations. Because a lot of people probably read the law of attraction and they saw something online on YouTube or God knows where, because everywhere is full of the law of attraction and the secret and all these topics. But most people are talking, affirming and doing this and trying to manifest, but they are never going to manifest if they're not taking action. So you have to really take this step forward. So for those people who want to lose the weight, you need to put the shoes on and get out there and do the walk and do the run and do the training and do the class. You know, take the book, read the book, inform yourself a little bit more, gain the knowledge, gain the expertise, gain the experience by networking with people, by aligning yourself with the vision you have in mind. Okay. So what else do you need to do? Another point from today, the third point, yeah, is to start with the end in mind. Whatever, and this is coming from highly effective people. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey is a great, interesting book out there. So one of the chapters is to start with the end in mind. What does it mean? Myself personally, when I started bodybuilding, I said, I want to be the best in whatever country I will be in my 20s. So I came from Romania, I came into Ireland, and to be honest, I didn't really have a time limit, but you should give yourself time limits on your goals, you know? So start with the end in mind, see yourself what you really want to achieve, not only on the fitness and health perspective, on life, in love, in business, in career, in personal relationships, in anything that's got to do with life, because life does not only limit to fitness and sport and health, it also limits to, it also extends to other aspects of life, you know. But health is one of the most important things we can focus on, because if we have great health, then we can have pretty much everything we want, okay? Because if we are not in good health and our mental health is not great, you know, then we're not able to think right, and we're not able to focus, and we're not able to manage our time, and we're not able to manage our resources, because we are divided against ourselves. Our mind is divided into different things. That's why I said to you in the beginning, get that clarity about what it is that you really want, and do not divide yourself into many different things and many different beings. Really get to focus on the topics that are the most important to you and prioritize those, okay? So start with the end in mind. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, say you want to climb on Mount Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest. See yourself, project yourself in that image of the future when you're on top of this mountain with the flag and taking pictures and being on top of the world, or maybe having your business, maybe having your own gym or your own chain of gyms, or maybe being an influencer or someone on social media who has 1 million followers. Okay, so project yourself in the future, seeing the person you want to be, actually meet with the person, and the person who is 5 years, 10 years ahead, giving you a handshake and saying, you're on the right track. Because I'm telling you right now, you are on the right track. The fact that you're here, spending this time watching me talk and watching my colleagues talk and being on this conference shows me that you have a big interest in this, in your life, in your health, in your fitness, in your mental health. And that is the first step towards you achieving the success that you desire. Okay, so you see yourself there, but then take a look backwards. Take a look backwards and see, what do I need to do to become this person? What other area of my life do I really need to work on in order to become this person? Because it's impossible to become the person we want to be with a limited amount of experience, with a limited amount of energy, with a limited amount of knowledge. So we need to gain knowledge as we go along, because myself personally, I had to do a show in a smaller division in the juniors first, and then I went into the first timers. When I came in Ireland, I did the first timer show, and then I did the novice show, until I made myself a little bit more ready to step onto the senior show. And in my first year in the seniors, I came second place, and that didn't stop me. The following year, I got the first place, which was 2004, when I won the national championship in NABBA, and that qualified me to represent Ireland at Mr Universe, the first Mr Universe that was represented by people from Ireland, thanks to Paul Byrne, the president of the Irish Federation. So what else is after seeing the end in mind? You want to be this person, and you need to upgrade yourself. And that's what I keep doing myself right now, because I achieved most of the goals, like 90% of the goals I had when I was 15, I achieved. And I came to a crossroad about 5-6 years ago when I had to actually figure out new ideas and new goals, and I had to write them down again. And I made an even bigger list of goals, because I said to myself, when I was 15, I was quite limited in my thinking, you know, so I decided to stretch myself and think a little bit bigger, and go a little bit more into stretching my capabilities and my potential, into becoming a bigger, better, faster, wiser person, you know. But I had to start taking more courses, and I have to read more books, and I have to surround myself with like-minded people, and I had to actually get rid of some of the people that was holding me down. So those people who are holding you down, it doesn't matter if they are members of your family, you can either bring them along with you or just leave them behind. Because my own parents didn't really believe in me and what I wanted to do and become a bodybuilder, and they were like, why don't you want to be like a boxer or a football player? They're making a lot more money, they do this and they do that. I said, this is not something that I want. Do you understand? I have my own intuition that is telling me this is what I really fell in love with. And I'm telling you the same I was telling my parents, you know, when I first walked into a bodybuilding gym at the age of That was at the age of 13 and a half, first time. And then I trained for about 7 months. And then I had no money to pay my membership anymore. So I started back again when I was 15. My mother asked me on my birthday what I wanted to get for my birthday. And I said, I want to get the gym membership. And that was the time when I really started seriously at the age of 15. I had a bit of previous knowledge about how to train, about how to create a program. I had a bit of idea about what to eat. The problem was that I didn't really have the money to support myself to eat the best foods like I have now. But now I'm making better choices because I have a bigger arsenal of information and knowledge that I can access. And you guys should be absolutely thankful and grateful. You are privileged people that you're able to tap through a click into Google or into YouTube or into any social media platform and find information that I couldn't access myself when I was 15, because I had to go to the library and I had to take a bus and go about 4 or 5 bus stops to go to the library to pick up the only fitness and bodybuilding magazine that they had at the time, the Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. And this one was a big, thick book. And I went there with one of these papers, was a transparent paper that I put over the book, and I was underlining the exercises so I could bring it back with me to the gym and look at these pictures, how to do this exercise and how to do the other exercise, and a few other tips and idea that you can now access yourself with a click of a button. So you should be so happy and thankful that you have all these tools available. But what I'm saying, the difference between now and then is that you have a lot more distractions as well. Distractions that I probably didn't have myself back at the time. Because now when you take the phone in your hand, you will click into something, you will go with an idea of doing a bit of research or study something. Before you know it, you're into Facebook, you're into Instagram, you're into YouTube, doing stuff that's got nothing to do with your goal and your vision. And that's why I'm asking you to do these affirmations every single day, to keep reaffirming. When you're going for a walk, keep reaffirming your vision. I am going to become the person I want to become. I'm going to do this and I'm going to create that, and I'm going to become an influencer. And I'm going to be so strong that I'm a leader. I'm an influencer. I'm going to bring people along with me with this journey. And I'm going to empower people. I'm going to give them the knowledge I have, and I'm going to make money out of it, you know. So whatever you're into, you know, just talk yourself nice, talk yourself positively, you know. And if you're not the person who's very positive, my suggestion to you, look a little bit into positive psychology. You just access that with a click of a button, like I just said, you know, and study a little bit about positive psychology. Because if you don't study positivity, before you know it, you sway on the other side of negativity. If you're circling with your friends who are negative, they're going to bring your own energy down. Because what's happening, we have this positive and this negative energy in the world, and the negative people are attracting to the positive people. You know, you have to be really, really aware and focus in this life, because if you don't put a limit on your time, if you want to watch a movie, you just go in and set your focus. I'm going to watch a movie, and then I'm going to go back and study a little bit about my training, about a bit about fitness and nutrition and health and stuff like that. Before you know it, you're watching 3 or 4 movies, and you're getting into the habit. Everything happens by habit. Every single day, you're building up these bad habits that will get you into a bad route, and that will actually push you far, far away from your goals and dreams. Okay, so the next topic is act as if. You need to act as if you really are now the person you want to be in the future, you know. So some of you are like, how does that work, you know? It works by, like I said, projecting through your imagination, projecting yourself into the future. If I want to be the fastest person in Ireland, what do I do about that? I need to train more. I need to eat better. I need to preserve my energy better. I need to study this, and I need to take a coach, and I need to take someone who's going to support me, and I need to figure out how people before me did this and achieved that. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, you find the roles models, you know, but you also imagine yourself like you are the person of the future. Still yourself, but maybe fast forward 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years from now, you are a person of power. You are a person of excellence. You are a person. Happened, my laptop, I knew something was happening. He said something wrong with it. It's going to switch off in 15 minutes and restart again. So that's what happened, you know. So I have about another half an hour left. So we're going to keep going through. And like I said, if you want to know more, you can sign on the course and take one of our courses. And in one of our courses, I'm going to have about 5-6 hours to talk about this. And if you want to work with me personally, you can do that by adding me on to the social media platform, when we can do a bit of coaching and together, you know. So you need to act as if you need to act as if you are already successful. So how do I act as a successful person? Like, I looked at the role models I wanted to follow, you know. In my bodybuilding journey, I said, I want to be like this great bodybuilder. I want to have these big muscles. I want to look this way and that way. And I started to follow these people. And I also started to really see myself as that person, but I had to follow the habits that these people. So I studied each and every one of them, the people that I was really admiring. So I studied them, and I took their training ideas and their training principles and their eating regimens and styles and habits and whatever, you know. So the whole thing is, in the end, what I want to say is, be yourself as well. Do not become a copycat for somebody else. We all need role models to look at this person, to look at the other person, to see where they are and how they got there. But this is just to kind of model ourselves by their image, by their habits, by their daily routines. But eventually, you cannot be Michael Jordan. You cannot be Michael Phelps, or you cannot be Dorian Yates, or you cannot be Arnold Schwarzenegger, or you cannot be whoever. You are always going to be you. Even if you take in this ideas from this person, eventually what's going to happen, because I copied some training routine from Arnold in the beginning, but Arnold was training 2.5 to 3 hours, sometimes longer a day. And my physique, because I didn't have the best nutrition at the time to give myself good energy and to give myself good recovery from the food that I was eating back when I was 15 in after the communist Romania, I could not sustain the effort in the gym. So if I was training too much, I just started to see that I started overtraining. So you can do too little, but you can also do too much sometimes, you know. So you really need to figure out what's good for yourself. And you're going to do that through trial and error. We need a bit of trial and error. Sometimes we're like, why is this happening to me? Why can this path and why can this trip and this journey that I undertook cannot be smooth? Things will never, ever be smooth in anything. In business, in relationships, in love, in in sports, in health, you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have highs and lows. And you're going to have to think outside of the box, and you have to think strategically about things that you really want, because at time there will be moments where you feel like giving up. But I'm telling you, never, ever, ever give up, because your goals was put there by the creator in your subconscious mind. You have a purpose, you have meaning in this world, you know, and there are needed people like you to go out into the world and make an impact and change people's lifestyle through your example. And the fact that you're here shows me that you have great interest to be here and learn more and know more about the sport, about the fitness, about the bodybuilding and the health and the wellness and the well-being and stress reduction techniques and stuff like that, you know. So keep working, keep working. I do feel frustrated at times myself. Why am I not there yet? Are we there yet? Did you see the movie, the cartoon movie with Shrek, when the donkey says, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Hey, we are there. When you're going to be there, you're going to find out and you're going to know. But keep pushing, keep working, keep going as hard as you can every single day. But you need to really pay attention to what you're doing. You need to fill the holes that sip your energy, to push away all the distractions and the temptations and all the things that are holding you back, because there's nobody holding you back. We could be our best friends, but we could also be our worst enemies. So at times, because of our conditioning, because of our paradigms, you know, we're holding ourselves back in the past, because like I said, our internal drama, our internal conflicts are holding us back. So you need to break away from that paradigm, but you need to keep affirming, keep making auto-suggestion, keep working on yourself every single day and take action every single day, because just by affirming, just by wishing, the difference between a wish and a goal, a wish is just something that everybody wishes. I wish I win the lottery, but most people don't even play the lottery. You know, I speak to lots of people. I wish I could win the lottery. Are you playing the lottery? I just play once or twice a month. You have to do it regular. I want to lose weight. I tried all the ways to lose weight and I couldn't lose weight. But what did you try? Oh, I tried this. And how long did you go about it? 1 week or 2 weeks. It's like the New Year resolution. Is that what you want? No, you need to be relentless. You need to be consistent. You need to be persistent. You need to be disciplined. You need to be focused. And this is the stuff I'm going to write in my book. And it's not just a book, it's going to be a bestseller. I'm telling you. You know, you see the way I'm affirming things into my life. I'm not just saying it's going to be a book, because it could be just a book like any other book, and it will gather dust until they're going to throw it back and nobody ever will read it. I'm going to make sure it's going to be a best-selling book, because I put the best information out there. And I'm going to make sure I will do the advertising and the marketing to sell it in the whole entire world and make a difference, make a change. But first I had to make this change within myself. And I've been working. And I've been frustrated at times, because I had 2 or 3 jobs at some point, you know, plus small kids. One is only 16, 17 weeks, and one is 2.5. And the next one is 9, and the next one is 19. You know, the one is on her way to being an adult, you know, to being by herself. But the rest I have to look after, you know. And I had these jobs because I needed to support the family and I needed to support my lifestyle. But that still gave me the energy. That still gave me the passion. I have this passion within me to make this happen. And I wake up and I never look back, and I never look on the wrong side of things.
even though sometimes I see people being conflicting, being negative, being stressed, dramatizing, catastrophizing, making all this unnecessary confrontation and arguments and debates. I love a bit of debates myself, by the way, actually, but I'm not into arguments. I'm into professional debates that can help me improve myself and increase my energy. And that's what you're doing yourself right here, right now, listening to me and to my colleagues for the next few days. By the way, it's going to be incredible few days ahead. So after that, jump on the course, do the course, get your diploma, get to the next level, because you will need it. If you want to become a personal trainer, if you want to become a fitness instructor, if you want to have your own gym, and if you want to gain the knowledge, how are you going to gain the knowledge? Only by surrounding yourself with like-minded people, only by being in the gym, training your ass off every single day, and getting the feedback, because you're always going to get feedback, either positive or negative. But I'm telling you right now, have a growth mindset instead of fixed mindset. With a growth mindset, even when you're taking a negative feedback, I get sometimes negative feedback from one or two people in a class here and there sometimes, but I'm using it to improve myself instead of beating myself down. None of us, we are perfect. We're still working on ourselves, and we will continue to do this until the day we die. But it's very, very important to not dwell on the past and beat yourself down for mistakes, for failure, for this and that. I'm learning. I'm a student until the day I die, and I'm recommending you that you should become one too. And I am a teacher now today, but I put my my teaching cap on today now for an hour and a half, and then when I come off here, I put my student hat back on, and I'm learning. I'm getting out of the house, I'm learning. I'm reading the book, I'm learning. I'm watching a movie on TV, even though it only happens for me once every 2 weeks. I'm learning. I'm scrolling through the social media, I'm learning. And I'm only scrolling to those things that, I'm gaining wisdom by seeing, is this good? Is this necessary? Is this positive? Is this aligned with my goals and vision? Is that going to help me, or is it going to distract me? There is something, I hope I have like 5-10 minutes, to read you a little part of this about temptations and distraction. It's quite interesting part of the book, but I'm going to the next one. Yeah. So find your why. Why do you want to do this? Yeah. The whys are so important. A lot of people don't know why they're doing it, because we heard somebody else did it and we want to do the same. But is it something that's really coming from your intuition? Is it something that you think might be your purpose? If you're not aware what your purpose is, you have to try different things and see if you really like it, but you need to kind of have a passion for something. You're not going to succeed in any job, in any business, unless you become a person of value and you have passion and you bring in something to the table that not many people are doing. Because something, the fight for the breadcrumbs is down here at the bottom. There are plenty of money to be made up here on top. And the same in business, the same in leadership, the same in anything. There are plenty of opportunities and plenty of money to be made in this industry, but there is no fight at the top. You just have to break past the lower platform of the pyramid. Once you go to the middle of the pyramid, you see the air is getting a little bit thinner. And even those who are climbing up on Mount Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest, they need a tank of oxygen. Not many people can reach those levels. But I hope you do. And I hope you're really going to become top people in this industry, and I will hear about you. Maybe I'll meet you 3 years, 5 years down the line, and you're going to be like, hey, this is me, I was on this course and I heard you speaking a few years ago in 2021. Now I have my own business and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I will be the first one to congratulate you. I'm telling you, because I'm very inspired. I'm very happy and delighted to see people succeeding. I know how hard it takes because I've been there, and I know how hard it is, how much discipline you need in your life to get to this point where things are going to be amazing. It makes me really, really emotional. Somebody said, thank you so much, Gianni. The information is great, like always. Yeah, you see, this is what I do. I do it so much with passion and love to share with you. I was happy enough to find my life purpose when I was 15. And I keep living in my purpose and keep living the lifestyle that I'm recommending you to do. It's something really rewarding, guys. Being in this industry is something so rewarding. Not for yourself that you're going to keep in shape and be in good mental mindset with, even though you're going to experience stress and you experience failure here and there, most of the time it's going to be so rewarding, so beneficial, and so great to be part of the big fitness industry and this health movement, And we need people like you to change the world. Because on the other side, if you see what's happening in the world right now, there are people who want to change the world, to make you a prisoner, to take your freedom away. And we need to stand all together right here, right now, and to say no to all this bullshit, and to really empower this movement to keep pushing, because we creating a better movement that these people are ever going to be able to create. The movement of health, the movement of well-being, the movement of wellness. So that's what I want from you, to keep pushing, keep following your dream, never give up, chase your dreams, do more, wake up a little bit earlier, go to bed a little bit later, because sometimes to write my book and I need a bit more quiet. I can't do that with two small kids who are crying every single minute. And I have to sometimes stay awake until 1, 2, 3 in the morning, or even 4 in the morning to write something, or I have to wake up a little bit earlier to make sure I have a bit of peace and quiet whenever the inspiration hits and I can write it down. And when you have some inspiring moments yourself, write it down, because it's so important to write it down. You will say, I will remember. I'm telling you, you will not remember. You need to write it down and affirm it. Look onto what you wrote down and empower yourself and energize yourself every single day by reading it out loud, improving your self-esteem and your self-confidence, and stepping into your greatness now, because being the person you want to be in 5 years takes courage, takes a change. As Einstein said, you can never solve a problem with the mentality you created the problem. So we need to really shift our whole mindset about how we're doing things, So I keep moving this because I'm on the phone, the laptop still trying to update itself. So I'm on this on the phone right now, yeah? So find your why. Why do you want to do this? Not because somebody else wants it, because you want it. Why do you want it? And ask yourself a few layers deep. Oh, 5 minutes left. Guys, I don't like it. I want to have 50 minutes left, not just 5 minutes left. So the next topic is use your imagination. Plant the seed and nourish and nurture your idea every single day. So, you know the story of the Chinese bamboo tree, yeah? The bamboo tree, you plant the seed in the ground and you have to nourish the fertilize and wet that place where you planted the seed for 5 years before the bamboo tree shoots out of the ground. But then in the next 5-6 weeks, it grows up to about 70, 90 feet. Isn't that incredible? So many of you are asking, so what do you mean? So is this bamboo tree growing in 5 or 6 weeks or is growing in 5 or 6 years. Yeah, it takes 5 years. But all this work that all these people are doing, work like I'm doing myself now, you think some people think, oh, this guy is not really prepared, or that person didn't really prepare the speech that much. But their life that they lived themselves brought them to this place. And what you do today and what you do tomorrow and the next day will bring you fast forward 1 year, 3 years, 5 years from now. But you need to write down your steps of action. Okay, so I'm going to the next point. Is called setting smart goals. I'm going to be really quick about this. Yeah. So set smart goals, guys. Take a pen and write down on a piece of paper SMART, S-M-A-R-T, from the top to the bottom, S-M-A-R-T. My son just came in the room and is smiling at me, So SMART goes, this is an acronym, so you can use it for setting smart goals. So this one is, S is from specific. So create a specific goal. You have to be specific about what you really want. Like I said in the beginning, the clarity, yeah? The second one is measurable. You have to be able to measure it. What kind of business you want to make? How much do you want to grow? On what area do you want to expand? Do you want it to be just a small fitness club? You want it to be just a small fitness studio, or you want it to make it into a big chain of gyms? Yeah, that's possible as well. The next one is attainable. The goal has to be attainable. Okay, attainable, like, is it possible? Yes. How do I know? Somebody before me done that, and I can get this model and I can follow this model and I can do the same myself. You might pay someone for a course and they teach you everything from A to Z. How I open my own gym. It wasn't for me to have a business. It was for me to support my lifestyle, but I made good money out of it and I had a great lifestyle on the back of that as well. So the next one down is R from realistic, SMART, S-M-A-R. So smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic. Is the goal realistic? If it's not realistic, you're not going to do it. For me to start running 20 kilometers a day right now, it would not be possible. I will do it for 2 days or 3 days or 4 days, and then it will not be sustainable and I won't be able to do it for long enough. So you want to start with half an hour a day, 3 kilometer walk, do it for 30 days. When you did that, pump it up to 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers a day. But you wanna clock all this gains and all this achievement into your emotional bank. Either write it down or store it up here into your brain, and say, I achieved this in the past, I achieved that, I achieved whatever. And because I achieved so many things in the past, I'm confident that I will be able to achieve more, and I'll be able to impact the whole entire world through my book. And that's how I'm confident that I can make this happen, because I wasn't confident when I started bodybuilding, but because of my actions and because of my goals and dreams so cemented in my mind, I made it happen. And my self-esteem and my confidence increased along with it. And I hope yours will grow too. So the last one is T, SMART, down. The last letter is T from time bound. You want to put a time on the goal, either 30 days, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10, 20 years, if you can stretch your imagination as far as I can do with my own goals, and put a time on that. And the last subject, because I only have 1 minute left probably, is take action. Take action and make it happen. But do something every single day about it, like your life depended on it. So guys, I'm so appreciative for you being here and enjoying this with me. My son just came in the room and he just wants to play football with me. I hope you had a great time. I hope you learned lots.